I don't know if you can get the full effect of the light shining through the few trees that are left. There's the big burn pile where most of the forest has. But it really is quite lovely. All the rays coming through. And you can just see this. There's Nadia. There's Boo. So I think I might start over that way. Is where the Magic Island is. And it is owned by yet another forest murdering neighbor who mercifully died several years ago in Sicily, but I expect his widow one of these days will sell that property and I will no longer be able to gaze at the Magic Island. It is the Magic Island because when we were children, and this all was forest, it's a bo-bo-bo, it's a bo-bo-bo, hello, hello, hello. Are we gonna keep going? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. When we were children, we would wander around in these woods and it was arduous because it was wetland, so the ground was quite swampy and there was a lot of, actual forest is not easy to make your way through, but we loved doing it. And so it would take us all morning to get to the pond where the Magic Island is. And we always were trying to get to the Magic Island, but it was so boggy. I can't remember ever actually making it there, but we always loved to try. And we always found very cool stuff, and we often saw turtles and all sorts of other animals. And I'm very sorry that it's all gone. But what can you do about tree murdering rich people? Nothing. Nothing at all, as my daughter would say. I often dream that the trees will eat them, but that's not how trees are. Anyhow, since I often do sort of ramble and talk back here, I think that I will start making Magic Island musings before that property is sold and I can no longer do it. I don't really understand the inclination to talk to my little camera here and possibly to people. I guess that's the thing, isn't it? Is I am a very, very insular person, truly a recluse, in that I don't, I speak to my neighbors when I see them, but I don't, well, yes I do. I deliberately avoid people because I just am an awkward sort of person. But I find that when days and days and days go by and I don't speak to anyone, there we are, the forest murdering Tonka Man toys, some of them. His little sawmill, if you can believe it. There, right behind Nadia, is a beautiful, huge cedar that there was nothing wrong with whatsoever that he killed just recently. So, I know I'm dwelling on it. I know I say I won't dwell on it. The sound of my own voice Is that why I'm doing that? This just to hear the sound of my own voice. I listen to people on YouTube. I don't really watch any TV. I read a great deal. And I'll watch, mostly I did watch doll collecting videos because I was, up until very recently, an avid doll collector. But I've stopped doing that because I'm an old lady now, and I don't want my daughter to have to deal with an insurmountable mass of things when I die. So I've stopped collecting dolls. I hope I start making them, because that's fun. And we're not commenting on the Tonka Man toy. No, we're not. I have too many forest destroying neighbors to allow myself to be furious. I was walking through here yesterday and I thought, if some sort of angel appeared and said, if you will give your life, we will kill all the people in the world, and the world will just be forests for the other creatures other than people, all the other kinds of creatures. And I thought, well, why should I trust you, Angel? How do I know that? I don't know why you'd want to kill somebody as unimportant as myself in the first place, but... And then perhaps they'd take me to a great forest that's being logged and kill everybody on that continent, whichever continent they chose, so that I would believe them. Then would I do that? And they would say, that's everybody. All the people will die. Your daughter, your family, your friends. But the world will only have the other creatures on it. No human beings. And I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I surely would give up my life if it would save forests. I would rather not have all the people killed. I mean, maybe can you negotiate with angels? It would be, well, Angel, you can go ahead and kill me, but do you have to kill all the people? Can't you just fill them with a reverence for the forests, like I have, so that they don't want to deprive all the other creatures of their homes and slaughter the forests? Can't you just make them feel that way? And if you can make them feel that way, then happily, you may take my life. And who knows, maybe that would be what the angel was up to all along, to see. Because although I don't much want to be around people, and bona fide, there are tons of people, every time I hear a chainsaw, I am flooded with hatred. Didn't even know what they're cutting down. It could be a dead tree that's fallen on their car, or I don't know what. There's lots of good reasons to use a chainsaw. But as soon as I hear that sound, I am flooded with anger and hatred. And imagine, the most obnoxious sorts of men, mostly. I know there's lots of evil women too, of course. Yeah. But the Magic Island, very soon I suspect, somebody will live in the murderer's house, and I will no longer be able to roam so freely there. What, I hear a chicken. Oh, of course I do. My neighbor has chickens. That neighbor, he's a machine guy, but my father adored him, and he helps me all the time. So he grew up here too. So he would certainly, he's all for cutting down forests, thinks it's a great thing that my neighbor's done here. But this is the back of the house that I live in. It goes for quite a ways. And as you can see, I do absolutely nothing. There's the narrowest possible path through it. And that's how I like it. Well, my neighbors all chide me for not taking better care of the yard and what have you. And it's like, well, I've left the suburbs because I want to live in the forest. If I wanted my house to look like the suburbs, I would have stayed there. Anyhow, can you hear the chickens? Oh, I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're collecting the eggs. That might be distressing for chickens. Maybe they're hungry. Anyway, we're gonna go home, dogs. I think the dogs are hungry, aren't they? Are you hungry, Nadia? Are you hungry, girly girl? Oh my, oh my. Goodbye for now.